Welcome to Community News and Views, Mr. Harris.
Let me just start off by asking you, when is your birthday?
My birthday, March the 31st, 1901.
So you've seen a lot of changes in your lifetime here.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a resident of Rock Island?
No.
Or, no? Where'd you, where
I
were
was
you?
born in Indiana.
In Indiana.
Yeah.
What part of Indiana was that?
The southern part of Indiana is, I was born little place you call Ashar, Indiana. It was a coal mine country. And my whole family was coal miners. We all raised up as coal miners. And I worked there for years before. I didn't come here until 1929. And I lived in a little place called Clinton, Indiana. I worked there in the coal mines too. Then I went back down where I lived because during the Depression, you know. And then when I come here, then during the Depression, I worked for John Deere and Company. And when the Depression come, John Deere laid off everybody, didn't have no work enough. So I had to go back home, back in Asia. So my whole family was coal miners. So we worked for the Engle coal mines back there in Asia. When I left, they knew that I had to go leave. And so I think they sent me to come back. And I think it's about, let's see what we did. I left here in 29. And I come back 4 years later. John Deere Company, when they started back up, they sent for me to come back about 4 years later. See, and I went back to John Deere. Then after doing the John Deere Company, then I was drafted in the Army. See, I got my basic training in Durham, North Carolina. They found out that my ankle had been broke when I was in the Army. And so they put me out, and I come back to John Deere, work for them.
So you weren't in the Army too long?
No, I was there for 6 months. After they found out my ankle was broke, you know. So they asked me, how'd you get in here? I said, well, they just brought me in here for it, I know. Until they found out, you know. Well, I think I worked for John Deere around about 20 years. About 20 years. Then when they had that, I think around about John Deere, they had a strike, the union had a strike. And I left there, and I knew a fellow named Forrest Furnace. He and his wife, they had that tavern down there, the chicken place down there. Chicken in the basket, you know, down there. So he come to me and said, I wasn't working. He said, I asked him, I said, why don't you give me a little job till I go back to work? He said, well, I got a fellow working for me, so I'll see what I can do for you. So, well, I forgot all about it, you know. So one night he come to my house, he said, Harris, do you still want to work? I said, yeah, I want to work. He said, I'll give you the janitor job and I'll make him a bartender. I said, all right. So I left John Deere and went to him. And I stayed with him 25 years on that corner down there.
This was
You know what the Dutch Inn used to be. That's where I worked for.
Okay.
Dutch Inn. I worked for the Dutch Inn. Then I worked for the tavern across the street. It was Amos's place, Amos Anderson. He had a tavern across there. Then people knew that I was good work and everything. Then the police come down. They had a club out on Rock River, the 48 Club. And they asked me would I work for them. And I worked for them over there, the police was over there.
The police had a tavern?
The police had a club out there on Rock River. That was in Moline, you know.
When did you retire then?
Well, I didn't exactly retire. I just did, after that, I do little jobs here and there, you know,
Uh-huh.
without that. So really, I didn't really retire until after my wife passed. My wife passed in '77,
Uh-huh.
and I think about 2 years after she passed, and I just put all together, just do little odd jobs when I wanted to, you know.
Uh-huh. Now you have a family, right?
I have grandchildren. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. My two daughters, they're dead,
Oh.
and I got grandkids in Indianapolis,
Uh-huh.
and they coming down here for Thanksgiving. They come down pretty often, you know.
Uh-huh.
I got grandkids. I got a granddaughter in New York,
Uh-huh.
a grandson in Cincinnati, and all the rest of them here in Indianapolis. Yeah.
Now you've seen a lot of changes
Oh,
happen in Rock Island.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, when I came here in Rock Island, it was different between our people and other people.
Uh-huh.
Restaurants and things like that, we couldn't go to them.
Uh-huh.
See, in Rock Island, wasn't a restaurant you could go to in Rock Island and Moline. The only restaurant we could go to is out in Silver. The Mexican had a place out there,
Uh-huh.
and we could go out there when we wanted to go to a restaurant.
Right.
But Moline and Rock Island, you couldn't go no restaurant. Then the shows was all Jim Crow, all like that.
Oh, the movies and everything.
Yeah. Certain place for our people to sit, you know.
Uh-huh.
But later it got better, years time.
When you were working, were those places like Jim Crow then?
Well, when I worked at the Dutch Inn,
Yeah.
they didn't serve colored people.
Oh, they didn't mind you working there, though.
Yeah, they glad I worked because I was a good worker, you know. I took care of the place. They treated me nice,
Uh-huh.
see, but they didn't, you know, serve our people
Uh-huh.
until later years, until the people that had it,
Uh-huh.
her son took over the place, and they went somewhere. I forgot where they went now. Her son, her brother took over the place, and after he took it over, him and his wife, then he didn't care who it was. He just let them all come there.
Uh-huh.
So they went to serving color and all that. And after that, there wasn't no change in it.
You've been a member of Second Baptist Church for the longest time, haven't you?
I've been the deacon there for 50 years.
50 years. Right?
Yeah, I've been that long. I was at the old church on the corner,
Uh-huh.
and that was back in, I believe it back in 45.
Mhm.
And I was at, and they helped build the new church. When we built the new church there, about that 65 when we built the new
Right.
church. And I've been ever since.
Now, at one time, 9th Street was kind of the downtown of Rock Island, wasn't it? A lot of people used to come down there.
9th Street.
Yeah, down 9th
Oh,
Street,
yeah,
and
yeah.
7th.
Well, they had few colored places down there.
Uh-huh.
They had Termins and
Mhm.
a lot of colored people down there then.
Uh-huh.
See, but later on they clean out that place. They clean all them stores and things out on 9th Street, you know,
Right.
down there.
Uh-huh.
So there wasn't nothing left for our people down there, but just move away. And what little business they had to give it up.
Kind of advice you got for people these days?
Well, the only advice I've got, I have myself, I'm a Christian man, and I believe in people loving one another. To be a Christian, a good Christian, you got to learn to love everybody, not no certain group. You got to learn to love. You got to learn to forgive, and not carry hatred in your heart against anyone. See, that's religion. You take people that say, I'm a Christian, then hate the other person. You see, you're not a Christian. The Bible says, how can you say you follow God, and hate your brother? See, it says God is light. There's no darkness in him. But if you walk in darkness, you'll stumble. See? So that's, to live a good Christian life, you get to learn to love everybody. Down deep in my heart, I don't hate nobody. Regardless, people used to say everything to me, but I just went on laughing off. I didn't hate them or nothing like that. See? And I've had a good life, and a good long life. And I've had white and colored treat me nice. I ain't gonna say you did, they didn't, because they did. They treat me just as nice as my own people. When I worked downtown there, all the people that, business folk down, they knew me, and they all treated me nice. I can't say nothing about that. All I gotta say, they were good to me. My daughter was raised back down in Indiana, where I lived. And when they got married,
They stayed.
They moved out, you know. One moved in Indianapolis, the other was in Ohio. So my daughter that lived in Indianapolis, I think she had been dead over, I'd say 4 years. See.
Now Indiana in those days was also pretty Jim Crow.
Oh yeah. Indiana, where we lived, white people and colored people got along just same as brothers and sisters. We all worked together, we remained together, we had a good time together. What separated us is when the Ku Klux Klan got in there. When they come in, that divided things. Most of the color was out of jobs, and they took over and everything, just control. You know.
So the Ku Klux Klan came there?
Oh yeah.
And
They came to our church one night.
oh really? What happened?
Well, they didn't do nothing bad about it. They just, half of us didn't know they were coming. Of course, I guess the minister knew they were coming. So they just came in and brought a Bible and a flag and brought some money and put it on the table. Walked out. They didn't do any harm, nothing like that. But that what divided our people and out of jobs and things down that part of the country. Because Indianapolis was headquarters of the Ku Klux Klan during them times.
Now, there were probably some lynchings and things going on too.
Well, there was no lynching going down.
Not where you were.
No, they had them over in Kentucky. Now over there, where we lived at, we lived pretty close to a little place called Boonville, Indiana. And Boonville was right next to the Ohio River. And across the Ohio River is at Owensboro, Kentucky. Now they did some lynching.
You said your grandkids are coming for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah.
What do you plan to have?
Oh, they just, way they do it, they bring all the food down here.
Oh, okay.
And we just sit down and have a big time together, you know. Yeah. Some of them stay at a hotel, some stay here, you know.
Do you have great-grandkids?
Oh, plenty of them.
How did your father end up being a coal miner?
Well, my father was living in Virginia. His family owned a farm. And he got tired of the treatments in Virginia. So he left and went to follow coal mines. So he left there, come on down West Virginia. He worked in West Virginia coal miner. Then he left there and went in Kentucky coal miners. So my oldest brother, he was born in Cleveland, Kentucky. That's where we were born. And my sister, the oldest sister, she was born in Cleveland, Kentucky. But he left there, then he came to Indiana, working for the coal mine for the Engle Coal Company. So the rest of it was born there
Uh-huh.
in Indiana. 4 brothers. There's 5 of us all together. Well, 4 was born in Indiana, 2 sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, 1 sister was born in Indiana. My oldest sister and my oldest brother was born in Kentucky. So my father just go from coal mine
Mm-hmm.
to make a living, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So when one mine shut out, he'd go to the next place. I'm the only one left.
All of them kind of lived to be ripe old age?
Everybody in our family, my oldest brother was 100.
Wow.
My next sister, she was 98. My next brother, he was 96 or 7. My other sister, she was 95. My other brother was 92, 3 or something like that. And I had one brother, I forgot what year, and I'm the last one out of 90 and 101. See, so the rest of them was born, I guess, in the 1800s,
Uh-huh.
when I was in the 19.
Um,
See,
nice. And your father, how long did he live then?
my father lived to get in his 80s,
Oh,
and my mother, she didn't get to 65.
oh,
See, but the rest of us was in the 90s. Long life, all of it.
So would you like to see some changes being made? Some changes, or
Well,
what do you see for?
well, changes would do good. Everybody like to see changes, you know, and it makes a difference between and different people. See, just like me and you, if it's ever been an argument between me and you,
Uh-huh.
then we got so that we could get along with one another. That's what I mean.
Uh-huh.
See, that would be a change.
Right.
It's the same thing about all races should be a change. See, not one, but all races should be a change, because it has to be. The people be saved in this world. God don't save people that's not changed. He saves the people that are changed. See, and you have to be changed before you can be saved. That's the reason I said I like to see a change. I wish it so that everybody could just see alike. Where the difference of your color and nationality, everybody should be respected. See, I don't mean that you got to do it, show your arm around. I don't mean that, but show respect toward one another. See, that would be the greatest change. And that has to be, to the world to be saved, it's got to be respect between everybody. See, you can't, of course, today, now you take the day and time, money controls now. The devil and his money controls the world. See, because these days and time, money will get you killed, anybody killed, if enough of it. I don't care what people say, I don't care if it's black man or white man. Enough money will kill anybody. So you just don't put down one race, will kill, the other won't. That's it. All of them will kill you for enough money.
Got some other things you want to tell us? Advice to your grandchildren?
Always be nice to people. Always learn to take. Don't be, just because somebody's always trying to hurt your feelings, don't keep anger, hatred in the heart against them. If they treat you wrong, just go ahead, laugh it off. Because it wouldn't do no good if me and you get into it. Now, it wouldn't be no good we just fight one another, but we got to learn to respect one another.
Right.
See, that's the way we all should do. I've been in this world a long time. I don't know when I'm going out, but when I do go out, I ain't gonna have no hate in my heart against no one. I'm gonna go out like the Bible said, love in my heart for everybody. People can't hurt me now. I don't care what you say about me, or what you do to me. People can't hurt me. I don't think now just because people grin in your face that you're your friends. Or they're not.
Right.
See, they grin in your face and turn around and stab you in the back. So I know all of that. But I don't have no trouble with nobody. I treat everybody right. You take these young boys that walk up and down the street here. They just as nice to me as anybody. They respect me and I respect them. I don't interfere with them. They don't interfere with me. Always I try to get them go to church. But you can say so much to them, and so much you can't. Because it takes somebody smarter than me to get next to them. I'm too old to try to get out there with them now. I've seen the times I would, but I would dare to get out because I wouldn't know what to say to them. From my way of thinking, or any one way I could say anything to them. I could teach them about Christ, the Bible. I could teach them what the Bible says. But kids today, I don't know, they won't go to church. All they do is walk up and down these streets. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to say what they're doing out there, but I don't know. But all I know, gangs. That's all I know.
Your grandchildren are doing okay.
Oh yeah, they're doing fine. Yeah,
Got good jobs and
oh yeah, they got
college.
good jobs. They got fine homes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got beautiful places. And then after they working. My son called me this week. He said, Grandpa says, I'm going to be down for Thanksgiving. So he said, I'm working me 7 days a week.
Wow.
So his wife working, and his son going to he's through school this year. He's going to State and Arnold there in Terre Haute, Indiana. Then the youngest son, he's going to school down in Annapolis.
So what kind of advice did your father give you?
Now, me and sis might not be here always. Won't be, don't know how long we'll be here. But I want you boys to learn how to take. I want you to work. I don't want you to steal nothing. Work hard, save, and take care of yourself. We never in all our brothers, never had to take a dime from nobody. I never asked a man. I used to borrow money now. If I had a friend, if I wanted to go out somewhere, I'd borrow a few dollars from him. But as far as that, I never borrowed a dime from nobody except him. I worked. If I didn't make but a dime a week, I never asked nobody for nothing. I just kept that dime, used it. I don't owe nobody nothing. I don't. My homes and that, I don't owe nobody nothing. I just, my little income, not too much, but just enough to live. I don't need no whole lot of money. At my age, what I need is a whole lot of money for. See, I got enough coming in just to take care of me, and I'm satisfied. And I'm a good member at my church. Everybody loves me. I get along fine. I don't have no trouble. The people I used to work for, it's the Dutch Inn. Forrest and his wife were the best people, some of the best people I ever worked for. They're both gone. Amos Andy. He was a nice person to work for. He's gone. Chuck Green, he had the Melody Club. I worked for him. He's gone. And the 48 Club, what the police has had, that gang is not on the force anymore. They're gone. So I'm the only thing left. So I've had a good life here in Rock Island. Wonderful life. Still have. People treat me nice, I treat them nice. But the best way to get along in life is to learn how to control yourself. Don't carry hatred in your heart against nobody, regardless what they do to you. Don't hate them. Love them. Just like I said, if two people want to go to a fight, another fight, you can't get no peace between them two. But regardless of what people say to you, you don't have to get mad. You don't have to take everything, but just, if you can't get along with them, let them alone. See, that's the way I did all my life. I ain't never had no trouble. I've had things said to me that I didn't like, but I just go ahead. I've been downtown around the people. I've had people say things to me down there. I didn't like it, but I didn't. It just went on. It's like it never happened. And I've got on fine all my life. Ever since I've been Rock Island. And there was no jail. Never had to pay no fine. No. So I can say to myself I've had a good life.
The neighbors are friendly, or you got to know them better, or in the old days it was a little different?
No, these days and time, people understand one another better now than they did then. You see, back in them days, well, you know how it was with us, our people, that we had a long road to travel, and we made it. We don't hate nobody. Our people don't hate nobody. I hope they don't know how. I don't. Regardless of what we had to go through with it. See, and sometimes you had to go through these things to please God. See, God put you through a whole lot of things that man don't think. He don't think, you know. You got to see where I go with it. Christ was punished. He went to the cross for the whole world. And I believe him down deep in my heart. We all got to suffer some in life, regardless how good you try to be or how bad you try to be. Every man in this world has got to suffer some. See, you can't be good. Well, Christ is there none good but the Father in heaven, so you just live the best you know how. See? Well, that's what I try to do. I treat people nice. I don't go by the color. I just try to be nice to everybody.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and we'll probably come back and ask you some more questions.
It's all right, anytime.
Get some little more history here.
Yeah. Anytime.
Thanks again.
You know, where I was raised, there's a place called Winslow in that little town. And we lived on this side of the railroad. They call Ashire. It was 2 miles different between the two towns. But everybody down that country worked for the same company, see? But in Winslow, colored people couldn't live there. But we could go there and buy, and they treat you just as nice as anybody in the world. But the law was, you couldn't live there. But we lived on this side of the railroad, and they lived on that side of the railroad. And the railroad, the Southern Railroad, run from Louisville, St. Louis to Louisville, Kentucky. Right? The railroad went right through there, you know. But we never made no trouble. After all, we understood one another. People can get along in this world if they want to. You're always going to have some bad eggs. I don't care who it is. I've never had no trouble. And old as I am, I don't look for trouble now. Yeah.